We seek to understand what it means to be a disciple, but we are also expected to produce fruit in this vineyard. But what kind of harvest are we producing? How do we grow anything? I am the world's worst at growing plants. I killed 3 mint plants. Who kills a mint plant? I bought these cute little mint plants from Trader Joe's, stuck them in my kitchen window, one after another. They all died. I'd buy another one. Water it too much, water it too little, get too much sun, not enough sun. I finally said, I'm turning this over to you, God. I planted it outside. And it grew profusely because God knew how much sun it needed, how much water it needed. It took over the whole garden. And then one day my landscape company came with the weed whacker and knocked the whole thing down. I was so angry. It had finally grown. But how do you grow anything? Anybody have a garden? Anybody ever produce fruit and vegetables? I know Peggy brings us fruit and vegetables in the summer to the office. You have to invest time and energy. You've got to put in fertilizer. You've got to till the soil. You have to know the right combination of nutrients. Do a soil test to make sure you put the right kind of fertilizer. You've got to water it just the right amount, not too much. If it's a plant that grows in the shade, you've got to ensure it's in the shade and not getting too much sun. It takes time, energy, investment in the vineyard to grow anything. And so it is with God's kingdom work in the church. We ask in the Methodist membership vow, will you commit your prayers, your presence, your gifts, your service, and your witness? Will you give of your time and talent to the work of God's church? What will you invest in? How will you use yourself to build up the kingdom of God? And what will we produce? Paul writes in Galatians 5, and I think the children got almost all of these this morning. Ashley might have been giving them some hints. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. We give of ourselves to work in God's vineyard, but we don't control the outcome. That's the hard part. When you till a garden, you can't always control what's going to grow and how much. Paul writes in 1 Corinthians 3, I planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the growth. So neither the one who plants nor the one who waters is anything, but only God who gives the growth. For we are God's servants, working together. You are God's field. We work together in the church. Today we have a harvest. At our Live Song service, we brought in several new members. At today's service at 11, we will also bring in some more members. At 8:30 service this morning, we had, I'm counting in my head, 7 or 8 visitors, which is not typical of our 8:30 service. These are the fruits of our investment in the ministry of evangelism to reach new people for Jesus.